All right, guys. Updated build video, okay? I've been testing with thousands of duels since the patch with a bunch of different builds. And my favorite build I've come across is Firestaff Rapier. I think Ice Gauntlet feels like a little too weak compared to the Rapier in terms of defensives. The Rapier, I can flesh, I can evade, I can riposte. It has a lot of defensives and mobility, and it's one of the reasons why I'm playing medium armor now. So with the Firestaff, you can zoom around with this, and then it kind of sucks because you don't have the roll from light armor, but you do have dodge into an evade into a dodge, which is like a lot of mobility, and then you have the flesh as well. So you have like a lot of mobility because the Firestaff and the Rapier have a lot of mobility. All right, so since I'm medium armor, I replaced the chest in the helm with Void Bent that both have resilient on them at 600 gear score. The Void Bent has a little more elemental resist, so I switched up my gemming to give me less elemental damage resistance and more physical. So I have 19% slash resistance, which helps me be a bit tankier to Great Axe. So I'm more like diamonds and onyxes, whereas before I was more opals. So that's kind of how the gear's looking. With the Rapier, I have Keen and Keen Speed, which is not very good. I'd rather have Sundering or Riposte, or maybe like Rogue, or maybe like Vicious, but you know, it is what it is. And Keen and Enchanted on the Firestaff. So we're playing... Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. I just wanted to interject real quick and say that we do have a Black Friday sale live right now, this week only. 20 to 50% off on all products, including the Dailies collection. All right, if you guys want to check it out, links down below. Enjoy the rest of the video. Also with a Keen Refreshing Ring, it's okay. I really want a Keen and Leech Ring if I could get it. We're playing with health and slash protection on the amulet, and on the earring, just ill-gotten gain still. Basic, basic, basic. Here, we're going with 200, 200. Now, I think I might like 150 better. Like 280 int with 150 con. I'm testing both. I don't really know what I like better. Kind of going back and forth. I do think 200, 200's better against ranged. So like mage mirrors, like bows and muskets and stuff like that. But in a perfect world, if you're kiting well against melee, having more int is going to be more helpful. I do think for like 1vx, this is a good build. However, you're going to do less DPS because your int is relatively low. So in PvE, it's not going to be as good. It's not as well-rounded. If you want to kill healers, this is not the build, right? This is like 1vx, outpost, world PvP, duels, 1v1, stuff like that. So we're going with 232 int, 200 con. Like I said, I might even like the 150 con with 282 int instead. So you could either do the 150 or 200 con breakpoints. For the weapon mastery, we're going with the Rapier tree. This is almost what everyone plays with Rapier. It just seems like the best build. You get riposte, evade, flesh, a lot of mobility, a lot of defensives, all of the passives, besides swiftness and controlled breathing. And with the Firestaff, we're going with incinerate instead of pillar. And this is something I'm still kind of testing out. But the reason is because if you land a riposte, you can swap weapons and riposte into incin, which is pretty nice burst. And you almost never use pillar of fire anyway, and it's more damage and it heals you. So to drop, it's the same exact Firestaff build, but you drop Pillar of Fire, Runes of Helios, Kindle, and Spell Focus. And then you can get all the 4 points in Incinerate. Spell Focus, it doesn't suck to lose because you're only using one weapon that uses mana. So you never really go because your Rapier doesn't use any mana at all, right? So with the amount of times you're dodging with medium iframes, you're like always full mana, so you never have to worry about mana with this build, so you don't need spell focus at all. And that's pretty much the build. So there's the Firestaff, there's the Rapier, this is the armor. You've seen the gameplay, guys. The objective is kiting just like normal and killing people at range. If you're fighting a melee, you're kiting backwards, flushing away into iframes, into more kiting, into more kiting. You can really do a good job at kiting with this build, even though it's not light armor. Now, if you're fighting a ranged, you're tanky AF. So if you're fighting like a musket, you can tank so many musket shots and just take him down with fireballs and light attacks Weave in some a couple heavies and weave in some lights once you hit them. And then against mages, you do pretty darn well because you're a tanky mage. And a bow, spear, if the spear rushes you, you can either try to kite them. If they do get to you, you riposte their attack. Don't let them stun you. And then you can just kill the bow 1v1 pretty easily with the Firestaff because you're tanky as frick. But yeah, that's basically the build. It's a medium build with a ton of mobility. I've been liking it because you can pull off 1vx pretty well. I don't like it as much as my old Ice Gauntlet Firestaff light armor build. That was so much fun, but hey, it got nerfed, and it is what it is. So this is the build we're doing until they buff Ice Gauntlet again. That's what it is. It's a long time. Well, I don't know. It's like when the duel goes well, I can do things, but a lot of the times shit happens, you know? Yeah. I've been enjoying the time off game. So addicting. Oh, it's great. No fucking way we win that. Yeah, so that duel I did only Rapier backstabs instead of Ensigns, and I don't know. I don't know, bro. I don't know, dude. Nothing special. Thanks for the prime. Me, bro. Holy shit. Maybe if you had a rogue keenly in power, you'd see a difference. Maybe. It just seems so risky, too. That's 5 in a row. That's 5 in a row. We'll take it. We'll take it. Six in a row, baby. Come on. Come on. We're figuring it out, dude.